All right. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Well, back with another. Let me turn my TV down a little bit. Crazy dog, you already know. Back with my freaking wild ass hair, man. I gotta get this crap cut, bro. It's getting annoying now again. God, I can tell it's getting long because it starts jutting out in random directions. I'd be waking up and it's like all over the place. But anyways, you gotta talk about the Giants series. Because I'm telling you one thing, coming off the first two series of the year, where we scored over 30 runs the first 6 games, and we come up against, I guess, an actually competent pitching staff, and we freaking get exposed. Yeah, I think a lot of people saw that coming. I was wondering how we were going to play against an actually good pitching staff. Now, of course, we split 4 games with Kansas City, and we swept the Reds, which isn't too hard nowadays because the Reds freaking suck. And no Dashy. We didn't sweep you because of your COO's comments or threats. We swept you because 1, y'all suck, and 2, we don't. I mean, we hit the ball all over the place in the Great American Launchpad. This dude freaking blamed the losses on the freaking COO's freaking comments. Oh, his threats cost us the Guardians series. Oh, so it was his threats, not the fact that you guys gave up 17 runs in 2 games. Okay. All right. That's an interesting statement, but okay. Blaming it on comments and not the play on the field. Bold strategy. Bold strategy. But we'll see them again next month. But when you look at this Guardians Giants series, and honestly, if you didn't know this was MLB, you would have thought, is this dude talking about a KBO series or something? Because the names literally sound like KBO or like NPB series teams. Japan or Korea. Guardians versus Giants. Tell me that does not sound like something that you would see out in the KBO or something. Like the Busan Guardians against the Guangdong. I know it's China, but yeah. The Guangdong Guardians. Oh, man. But it's not funny? Watching this damn team these last couple games. That was torture. Now, luckily, for me, I had basketball to stream. Because I tell you one thing, I would have not enjoyed streaming that garbage. We went from scoring 17 runs in 2 games, 34 runs in 4 games. 34. We scored 27. No, yeah. Wait, hold up. We scored more than that. 27 against the Royals in 2 games there, and 2 wins. And then we scored 17. No. Yeah. 27-17. Damn, that's a lot of runs. And then we scored 4 runs in 3 games against the Giants. Like I said, facing an actual competent pitching staff will probably do that to you. Now, going through each game a little bit here, not much to talk about. Play Zach against Rodon. Rodon owns us. No big deal. It's whatever. He owns us. It is what it is. Lose 4-1. Don't care. The second game of the series, we actually looked good. We actually were winning this game, believe it or not. And then we promptly gave it up. But then we tied it back up again. Because that's what we do. We like to play little games like that. And then in the top of the 8th, because old Tito decided, you know, I'm gonna bring in. Who did he freaking bring in? Oh no, he brought in Nick Sandlin, and then Sandlin just gave it up. That's right. Yeah. And then you get to game 3, and it was an absolute massacre. I didn't even bother watching. Oh, God. Our lineups. Ugh. So is this what it's going to be like? We're going to bully bad teams like usual? You know, we're going to bully teams with bad pitching staffs because we hit the ball all over the place. But then when it comes to facing an actually good pitching staff, we're going to get carved up. Yeah, it's probably what it's going to be like. I mean, yeah, the Giants were a playoff team last year. They honestly were very close to what was it? NL like champion game appearance, like or whatever. They should have beat the Dodgers. They really should have, but they just let it go. They should have beat the Dodgers. Freaking hair's bothering the crap out of me, man. Gotta get a haircut soon, maybe this week. So don't be surprised if you see my face again. Crap on my head is freaking gone, and it's like short because this hair is pissing me off. Sometimes like I feel like there's a bug on my freaking neck, and I go to back to it, oh, it's just my hair, and then it's like I said, it just goes all over the place, driving me nuts. But we lose 3 games to the Giants, and this was actually supposed to be yesterday. I was supposed to do this stream yesterday, but the game was snowed out because, you know, in Cleveland, you get snow in April. I mean, when we were in Detroit last year, they played in the snow, but not in Cleveland. No. But in Detroit, yeah. Not in Cleveland, no. We deemed that it was too dangerous. We've played in snow before. But yeah, you know, it's snowing. Oh, my God. So, game yesterday was postponed. So, today they'll be playing at 6 o'clock. Dallas Keuchel against Shane Bieber. Hopefully we can actually get a win today. We should be able to. I don't see how, but knowing our offense, we're going to score 0 runs, and Bieber is going to put up a masterclass, but Tito is going to go to some bum like Logan Allen in the 7th inning with 2 on and nobody out because reasons, and then we're going to lose because of Logan freaking Allen. And then game 2 of the series, or it should have been game 3, will be Jimmy Lambert against Triston McKenzie. Okay. I think we could win that game. And then the final game of the series will be at 1 o'clock. It'll be Dylan Cease and Zach Plazak. All right. So overall, I mean, we have a good chance to at least take 2 of 3. You know, but we'll see what happens. So at least we avoided Giolito. That's good. Yeah, at least we avoided Giolito. That was fine. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Keeping these nice and short, you know, and if you're wondering about where's the Cavs live stream at, that'll be coming up at a later date. I'm going to do that on its own because I'm going to have a lot to talk about, you know? So we'll see when that happens. It might happen after the season's over. You know, this way I'll know like the exact situation that we're going to be in. And then, of course, we now know I will be live for the lottery and the NBA draft because we fumbled the bag and when it comes to a playoff spot. So I'll be doing that thing. So that'll be fun. But that's going to wrap it up here, guys. Keeping this short and sweet for you. Okay, yeah. Let's get that out of here. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to head out. And yeah, I'm going to keep these nice and short now. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these. This team does not deserve the energy right now. They're mid. They're not trash. They're just mid. They're mediocre. They're going to win a lot of games. They're probably going to win like 75 games, 80 games. They're probably not a playoff team, which nobody expected us to be a playoff team to begin with, especially when you don't spend any money in free agency. Well, actually, you did. We did spend money in free agency on a backup catcher. And I guess we kind of did too. We extended Jose, but in terms of outside players, like actual legit free agents, only one guy was signed to a major league deal, or maybe two. I guess Brian Shaw, but he's not really an outside free agent. We just brought him back again. But yeah, Luke Maile was the only outside guy we brought in on a major league deal, a backup catcher. When we needed outfield help and we needed an upgrade at first base. And now, apparently, an upgrade at catcher. Because if you look at our catchers right now, I believe between the two of them, Brian Lavastida, who's like a double-A pitch catcher, he's not even supposed to be in the majors right now, and Austin Hedges, I believe they have one hit. One hit between the both of them. And the one hit belongs to Austin Hedges. Like, it's unbearable right now. It's crazy. But hey, we made our bed. We got to deal with it. This is what we asked for. And then, it's funny too. The Browns are out here throwing money like crazy. Deshaun Watson, big bag. Denzel Ward, big bag. Dan Gilbert out here not really throwing a whole lot of money around. He did last year with Jared Allen. Meanwhile, this dude Dolan breaks out in the cold sweats when he has to dish out anything over like $10 million to a player. Low key, he was probably breaking out in freaking hives and cold sweats, trying, when he was talking about $100 million for Jose Ramirez, because that dude does not spend at all. Like the cheapest billionaire I've ever seen. Sucks, and there's people that actually go to bat for him. They actually support, they like, Dolan is such a great guy, but he doesn't spend money. No, you know what? Before I head out, let's look at something real quick. All right, let's look at the top payrolls in the league for small markets real quick before I head out. Again, I'm probably going to be gone here in another 5 minutes. So, yep. So let's go to Spotrac. Let's go to MLB team payrolls. All right, let's see. How many of the top payrolls are small markets? Well, like medium-sized small markets. So we have, of course, top three: Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, of course, to speak for themselves. Philadelphia is a medium-sized large market. San Diego, smaller market. They're fifth in payroll. I believe they're paying their infield almost a quarter of some $1 billion. That's insane. Boston, large. Chicago, large. LA, of course. Braves, medium-sized. Houston, decent-sized market. Toronto, big-sized. St. Louis, they're not the largest market, but they don't care. They'll spend money. San Francisco, big-sized market. Texas Rangers, not the biggest, but it's a decent size. Chicago Cubs, of course. Colorado, they're an interesting story. They let Arenado go. They traded Arenado away. They let Trevor Story go. But then they turn around and sign Chris Bryant. Make it make sense. Twins, not the largest market. Tigers, small market team. Their payroll's $132 million because Chris Ilitch decided, I have money. Chris Ilitch was probably walking through the family mansion or something, and he probably he probably stepped on a tile, and the tile went down, and this big old door just opened up, and there's a freaking humongous vault with the sign that says Mr. I's money. And he opens up the vault, and there's billions and billions of dollars, and he's probably so that's where my dad put all the money. And then he calls up the whoever the GM is of the Tigers. He'd be like, "Hey, yo, you'll never guess." He'd be like, "What happened?" "I found my dad's money." Like, "You did?" It's like, "Yeah." "Where was it?" "In a vault. In a secret door." That dude told me he wasn't rich anymore. That liar. But yeah, they look at the contracts that these guys have dished out. For those who know Mr. I with the Tigers, he was notorious for spending a lot of money. I mean, in his later years before his passing, this dude went on a money spending spree. Just look at the contracts he used to dish out. I mean, he still has Miguel Cabrera, $32 million. Crazy. Eduardo Rodriguez, $14 million. Tucker Barnhart, Jonathan Scope, Candelario. They're making some decent cash. But for those wondering, when does Miguel Cabrera's contract end? Because it seems like he's been there forever. 2025. I believe. Oh, 2024. But I guess there's like void years or something in there. Looks like it anyway. But yeah, he has like an option or something. But yeah, he's a free agent after 2024. So he's got this year, next year, and he's got like an option or something after 2024. And then 25. But I believe he'll be a free agent in like 24, 25, or 26 or something. Very complicated. But it's crazy. Like, you can't say, "Oh, yeah, you're a small market, you can't spend." I'm not saying you have to spend. Like, you have to be too excited. This team was exciting for like a week. When he's scoring a dozen runs almost a game. That's fun. Stephen Kwan, he's good. But the thing is, Tito has only got so many more years left in the league, and I want to see him win a title with us. Now, is he going to be here by the time our youngsters are up? Because I'm telling you, we got some nasty, nasty players in the minors right now, and they're as you can see, like, they're starting to rise to the top a little bit. I'm not kidding when I say the Guardians have a dude in their farm system who has the exact same windup as Clayton Kershaw. MLB Walk-Off Twitter page put out a tweet showing the two side by side. And I kid you not, this dude has it down all the way through. Even the little pause that Kershaw does when he's about ready to let the ball go. The slow wind up, and then he just, like, everything. He's literally Kershaw 2.0. Now just wait until if he makes it to the majors, which I'm sure he will, because the Guardians pitching lab is just like unrivaled. If he makes it to the league, everyone's gonna be talking about it. This dude's got the same windup as Clayton Kershaw. It'd be hilarious if he faced Clayton Kershaw. Could you imagine that? If they face each other, two guys at the same windup. But by then, who knows? Clayton Kershaw might retire. But at least his windup will live on, and the dude named Will Dion. Calgary or Edmonton? No. I doubt it. I have not heard anything about them. No. No, Canada is Toronto's team. Or Toronto. Yeah. That's Canada. Montreal had it, but they're not going to put a team in Calgary or Edmonton. The most random places. I mean, yeah, Vancouver had the NBA for a little while, but it didn't work out so well, did it? I think Toronto is just going to be the place when it comes to NBA and MLB. Maybe someday, they'll maybe try and get a team up there, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think if a team goes back to Canada, it's going to be Montreal. Montreal is going to get a team before anyone else because they already have a stadium and everything. And yeah, Edmonton and Calgary are hockey places. Yeah, they're more known for hockey around here. So yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say. I'm going on 20 minutes. That sounds about good enough. But yeah, like, the Guardians are an abomination. to spending money, you know. Yeah, at least we extended Jose, but like we need. I think people have said this before too. Now that we extended Jose, now it's up to the owners and the guy and the GM and stuff and them to build a team around him. Because our window is technically still ajar a little bit, and it's up to those guys to take the window and slam it open and break it. But I don't know, man. I really want to see us win a World Series with Tito. We should have done it in 2016, but things happened. You know, we should have at least 3 more World Series titles to our name. But hey, you know, you can only do so much. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna head on out. I'll be live tonight for 2 games, possibly, maybe 1, definitely, or maybe 2, definitely 1. I'll be live for Hawks and Heat, and then after that, I'll probably be live for Suns and Pelicans. And then we'll get ready for tomorrow and stuff. I believe tomorrow I'm doing Nets and Celtics, so that'll be fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And if anything else happens with the Browns or Cavs, you already know I'll be here to make a video for it. So Seattle may revive for NBA. Yeah, it's possible. But I'll see you guys later. Crazy dog. Let's go Tribe. Well, Guardians. Let's go Guardians. You already know. I'm out. Bye-bye.